This is cool. Friends and family, professors, honored guests, welcome. On behalf of the graduating class of 2012, I would like to thank you all for being here to share this day of celebration with us. We would not be where we are today were it not for the kindness, support, and encouragement of everyone in this room and many more who are unable to be here with us today. It has been a long, hard road, but you can rest easy now, knowing that all the little and not so little things you did to keep us sane and see us through to this day did, in fact, succeed. We may not have said it often, let alone often enough, so I will say it again. Thank you. Fellow graduates, congratulations. Take a moment to look back on the expectations you have defied and the challenges and obstacles you have overcome to make it to this day and bask in your success. It is an amazing accomplishment to have made it this far, and when you walk out those doors this afternoon, you will be walking into a world full of potential. Everyone is wondering what you will do next, and your future achievements will surely only build upon those that have brought you to this point. In theory, it's my job to give you an inspirational, motivational pep talk to set you on the right track for that bright, sunshiny future. I'm supposed to give you one last, quote-unquote, nudge out of the door and send you out to face the world. When I sat down to write this speech, however, two things soon became clear. One does not simply write a valedictory address, and I am definitely not as wise as Gandalf. Daunted by the magnitude of the task before me, I took a time out to think about what I'd gotten myself into. During that period of reflection, I watched The Lord of the Rings and Harry Potter, as you might expect, and I realized it could be worse. I could have a megalomaniacal wannabe Dark Lord trying to kill me. In contrast, my circumstances didn't seem too bad. All I had to do, after all, was compose a speech that hopefully won't put my audience to sleep. Easy. Yeah, right. What can I say, I asked myself, that hasn't been said before, and 100 times over at that? I realized, as I contemplated that question, that it wasn't restricted to my situation. Leaving Mount Royal, moving on to our next adventures, we all face the same problem. How can we make our mark on the world? What can we do now and in the future that will set us apart as individuals, as a group, as a generation? Considering that we have several thousand years worth of history behind us, the odds aren't exactly in our favor. So what can we possibly hope to do that will be different from all that has passed before? The answer I eventually settled on was simple. I have no idea. Shocking though it may be to some of you in this room, for once I don't have all the answers. I can speculate, of course. In fact, you've probably heard it all before. The future is, or rather will be, what you make it. With hard work and dedication, you can do anything you set your mind to, and it will be your choices and actions that set you apart from others. At some point in your life, you probably rolled your eyes when someone told you something along these lines. It sounded like some sort of empty platitude intended to make you do your homework. Feel free to roll your eyes, because here's the thing. It's all true. The future is yours. What remains to be seen is what you will do with it. Now, just when you thought it was all over, is when the real work begins. Now that you have completed this stage in your education, I have a challenge for you. If you haven't done it already, think about the thing you are most passionate about. Find a way to turn it into a career. Silence doubt, throw fear out the window, and follow your dreams. What sets us apart, here and now, is whether or not we are willing to take that chance. Coming to Mount Royal was the first step. Many more will follow. It may take time, and it certainly will not be easy, but we are lucky enough to live in a world filled with almost endless opportunities. It is our responsibility to take hold of those opportunities when they present themselves and fulfill them to their utmost potential. Mount Royal has prepared us well for whatever challenges await. It's up to us to take the chance and face those challenges head on. Today, we must say farewell to that which is safe and familiar and prepare ourselves for a new adventure. After today, nothing will ever be the same. For the past few years, we have led the relatively simple existence of university students. We knew what to expect of classes and homework and final exams, and while we may have complained bitterly about writing this paper or finishing that reading, it wasn't all that bad. It was safe, comfortable. We knew we could do it in the end because we'd done it before. Whatever comes next, I think it's safe to say it won't be like anything we've faced before. And even if it seems familiar, don't be fooled. We all know that sequels never quite turn out the way we expect. One of my favorite movie pirates, a certain Captain Barbossa, once said, "You're off the edge of the map, mate. Here there be monsters." I say it to all of you now. Here, today, we're walking off the edge of the map into a world full of unknowns. Have the courage to embrace the potential inherent in such a world, and know that you have the strength to achieve your goals, and that anything is possible if only you're willing to take the chance to make it happen. Thank you.